There's some GeminiJets videos on YouTube that simply never get old. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a GeminiJets Airport update from CLT Aviation 13. This is going to be a blast, and I'm so excited for this. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started, everybody. Alrighty everybody, so today we're taking a look here at an iconic video from CLT Aviation 13, GeminiJets13. Really cool video here today. I'm sure all of you probably watched some of his updates at some point. I remember watching this one back many times. So this came out 12 years ago, 2013 maybe? Yeah, July 28th of 2012 here. He did a fictional airport in conjunction with his Charlotte airport. So this is on the iconic airport dioramas mat, and he kind of just kept a similar setup and put him in different planes. So as you can see here by the thumbnail, there's obviously going to be quite a wide variety of aircraft. You're going to see all kinds of throwback liveries and so forth. So this is really cool. I'll point out quite a few pieces throughout, but he kept it really laid back and chill. So this is going to be fun.
What's up, YouTube?
Let's get started.
Here, come at you finally with a
iconic
airport
intro.
Update video.
Let's do that one more time.
What's up, YouTube? GeminiJets13 here, come at you finally with a airport update video. Probably won't be the last airport update. Let's see. Got some. Probably be getting some airplanes.
So we got
soon,
the U.S. Airways
hopefully
hangar for CLT here,
and then get another one. I've been
love how you
summer's been really busy,
there.
like traveling back and forth between Oklahoma,
yes,
up to California,
love that,
down to all over the place.
Rock
Things
and
get
loaded.
busy in the summer, which was anticipated. But we'll start over here. The hangar's back here. It's gonna be back for good. Got the
Glad to have
put
the
the
hangar.
logos on the hangar, the U.S. Airways logo, each side. Then we have Arizona Cardinals plane getting serviced. We have two new airlines that began service earlier this morning. We have a Virgin America A320 and an Alaska Airlines 739.
Those are
I'll tell you
iconic, man.
their service,
Those are super cool.
what they do basically.
Super cool.
So the Virgin flies two daily
San Francisco
two
or
daily
LA?
flights from San Francisco.
There we
and
go.
One daily flight from Los Angeles.
Heck yeah.
And
Easy
it's a
enough.
ride flight and a day flight. And Los Angeles flight is a day flight. Leaves
This
Los
is
Angeles
based
like
on the East Coast, by the way.
9:30, gets here at like 5 o'clock. About what time? That
Love the detail.
About 5 o'clock sounds good about for that flight. The Alaska service, two round trip flights from Seattle. Same kind of thing like Virgin from Seattle. It's,
Later on, you'd get some Herpet
one
courses and some cool
red-eye
pieces.
flight and then
I'd
one
recommend checking it
day
out if you
flight.
get a chance.
And
It's
then
pretty
there's a
cool
flight
what he was
from
able
Portland,
to do.
which is one flight. And,
Portland flight as well.
That's a day flight as well. So the schedules are just like each other. The only difference is aircraft. Virgin uses all the way through 20s, but Alaska uses 739s in the summer. And for me, summer is April through October. And they use 739s
That's
for
the
both
big
flights to
schedule.
Seattle, and then a 738 for Portland.
Yes.
And then when the winter comes around, everything gets bumped down. So from winter for me is October through March. And so that means one flight from Seattle, which will operate on a 738, and Portland would get a 737. So in the winter, 2 round trip, and then in the summer, 3. So that's how that works out. So it's glad to have new air service to the airport, and we have a JetBlue A320 getting ready for JFK. This flight's not delayed, but there is a JetBlue 320 that did land, and it's just sitting there waiting for the
So you can
gate
tell
to
it's a
vacate.
very similar setup to
With my two
CLT.
737s,
The Southwest.
actually I saw both of these planes. Registration for that one's N514SW, and that's N330SW.
Love those two.
Saw this
That's
plane in
iconic.
Tulsa a couple weeks ago.
Love
And I
that.
saw this plane in St. Louis a couple
He
years
posted
ago.
one
when I was
fairly
leaving to go to
recently on
Raleigh.
there, which is pretty
And
cool.
738, I just got that yesterday. Very nice plane. I might get another one before they run out.
Super
But
cool.
with Delta 752 that just flew in from LA, and that plane is just arriving
Warrior
at the
One,
gate.
love that.
And then we have
And
a
then
Continental 753.
They've got
came from
Continental
Newark.
in here. That
That's
was
gonna pull
towards
in
the
next to
very
Delta.
end of their stint.
Then we have a Delta 752 that is
That
getting
one's
ready
still
to head out to
active.
Atlanta.
There's a couple
Delta,
here that are still active.
Sorry, U.S. Airways 2
Not any of these though.
Has all the buses here loading,
The
getting
Mason
passengers to the
900s,
planes.
love that.
You
Didn't
have
know
a
what Mason was
CRJ200
this
and a
time.
Dash 8 100. And I found out the box
got
on
the
that
Saab
my
in there,
jet
too.
Dash 8s were on because U.S.
I
Airways.
did really think that this was an iconic setup
Yeah, that's
though,
right.
and I kind of cheated on this. I used this a couple times previously on my diorama mat. I probably should honestly reintroduce it, but he used this as the regional section, which I honestly thought was genius.
No, mind, that's
So,
right, because
it's so cool.
Yeah, never mind.
A really
Never mind,
neat
it's not
area.
one flight grab up.
Very distinctive.
We have a U.S. Airways Express Saab 340. Air Trans
There we
717 just
go.
landed running 33
You know
left.
you love that.
U.S. Airways Express just landed running 33
Those
left.
are
And running
so
33
those
left
are
and
so
running
rare.
15
Still,
right
all those U.S.
are
Airways.
used for landing only.
And the other side is takeoff.
Only for landing. We have Lufthansa 348
Yes,
346.
that's just a
That
straight
plane is
Charlotte
going to
one
get
right
is heading
there.
out to Munich today.
I love how you did the gate alignment
A330 that's going to head out to line Gatwick. We have a 330-200 getting ready to go to Frankfurt. And
America doesn't fly to Gatwick or Charlotte anymore, I don't think. Too.
From
so
Las Vegas.
What kind of video this is.
Very
nice.
US Airways A321.
So it's essentially
We have
Charlotte
an
just
AirTran
boosted up,
DC-930
which
sitting
is
here,
cool.
just in the little waiting area.
It's very nice and
We have
DC-9.
a PSA A319 that's just got clearance from the tower that you clear for takeoff, runway 33 right. We have our Southwest that's going to hold short. Actually, you know what? They don't need to hold short. They just go right on the runway right after that plane gets to about that little area right there. Delta 737 that's heading out to Atlanta as well. US Airways A320 heading back to
Gemini did some great
Phoenix,
US Airways
and then Salt Lake
aircraft,
City,
so
and you want
really
Salt
cool to
Lake
get to see those.
City. American 752.
Wow, I forgot about this
Going
whole
to
Chrome
Dallas,
section. I
and
forgot that you
American
had this.
73.
Man, the fantasy
American
aircraft there.
762,
That was right at the
Los
fantasy
Angeles.
land before they got the new livery.
Then US
So
Airways Piedmont that is going to get ready to head out to just finish boarding and getting the last remaining bags in service. That's going to head out to Washington. 319 had just arrived from
US Airways
Phoenix.
did have some of the best specials.
733.
Oh,
all
yeah,
service
the US
was
Airways
pulled away, gates about to pull
737s
out.
too, man.
And this plane's ready to go to Myrtle Beach.
Crazy to see some of this back.
319 just arrived, so
This is a good
vehicles
video
will
to
be
react
getting
to.
there soon. 2 empty gates here, but except for this one, 734 just pushed out at gate A8 heading to Pittsburgh.
Nice.
And then US Airways 2 321s. One on the right is heading to Seattle, one on the left is heading to San Diego.
Those are
They're all
still
being
rocking
serviced and
strong.
ready to go.
Just got American
And
paint
the
on them.
752 is heading up to
And
St.
the US
Martin.
75.
Then it's going to fly back here,
Crazy.
land, go to the hangar for a little bit to rest, and go to Dublin tonight.
And they were on the
Delta
transatlantic
319 heading out to
flights.
Salt Lake
Man,
City
I forgot
today.
about that. That's so cool.
And then that wraps all the airplanes up. Like I said, runway 15 right and 33 left are used for landings, and
Maybe we're gonna get some talking.
runway 15 left and
Which
33
one's
right
an
are used
uncommon for 'em,
always
which
for
is really
takeoffs,
cool.
except for the heavies. The heavies will land there because it's a 10,000-foot runway, and
So cool.
you know, it just makes sense. So I get update.
Yeah, here's the update. Puts yeah,
So
I
the
love
airport
the iPad stand.
That
So
the
cool.
smaller airport, the compact airport with the mat,
7
that's gonna be
gates
taken out.
facility.
I'm making a new mat because I kind of like being different,
You
and
can see it in the
I
background
want to
right
get
there
paper.
with some
make it.
1-200s on there, which is so cool.
I'm gonna get a hexagonal terminal and a little rectangle terminal.
That's what I was talking about with the Herpas.
You can actually see some of it over there. It's kind of messy, so I don't really want to show it because it's really messy. So I've been kind of setting up how it looked. So it's going to be for Delta and Alaska Airlines, all right? And
Seattle.
Alaska's going to have 6
Kinda
gates
what
to
you
the
did with
hexagonal
Pinecrest.
terminal, and then that little rectangle terminal is going to connect to the wall. So that's going to be a gate for. That's going to add 4 gates for 4 other airlines, or a couple other airlines at least. Then the Gemini terminal is going to be a hub for Delta. So that's how it's going to work. One runway, So it'll be pretty cool. So the future planes I'm getting that Alaska Airlines 738, 737 pack. I'm getting the Alaska CRJ 700. Still haven't
So
flew it yet,
cool.
but I will very, very soon.
Those are still active.
And a little sad news is that my Portland Timbers plane, before I left to Tulsa a couple weeks ago, I was setting out because I was anticipating to bring Alaska here. And I put it on the stand, and it fell off and the back landing gear broke. And I was like, fudge nuggets. I didn't say fudge nuggets. I kind of dropped the F-bomb, but in my head, because I was really frustrated because I don't know how that could have happened because my cat wasn't here, so the stand was pretty loose. So I fixed the stand, I unscrewed it and tightened it even more, so that'll never happen again. So I'm either going to try to find one, or I'm asking my retail if I can get like a discounted price one. I don't know, but I do probably want to get a replacement soon, so it's unfortunate though. Other than that, I'm getting the 738 pack, 737, that CRJ 700, probably the Q400, and I might go on Alaska's website and get the CRJ 737 900.
Alaska Company Store was rolling
normal
strong in
Alaska color.
2012.
So it's gonna be a pretty decent hub for Alaska, and I'll still keep their service here in Charlotte, my airport. Because remember, this is the only fictional part about the
That's
airport and the
only
Americans
part.
over there.
The rest is
This
the
is
same.
semi-fictional because,
Yeah.
but technically it's getting more real because they will be
pretty
flying
close.
here. So, but it's just I want flavor. I don't want to waste these planes. I mean, you gotta keep get them out. So, also want to get the more U.S. Airways. I want to get the Allegheny plane. I've been talking about that one for about a month. I want
Love
to get
that.
the what is it? There's a pack. You get a 737-300 and a 400 U.S. Airways on
Oh, yeah, that's right.
the U.S.
What
Airways
website?
company store for 24 bucks.
What? Oh,
Two planes,
man, I did
24
not know
bucks. I was
about
like, yeah, I'm
that.
doing
2
that.
for 24. Listen to that one more time.
737-300 and a
Listen.
400 U.S. Airways on the U.S. Airways company store for 24 bucks. For 2 planes for 24 bucks. I was like, yeah, I'm doing that. So there'll be more U.S. Airways planes,
That's
which is
insane.
beautiful. We need
Now
US
retail
Airways
is
planes. We don't have enough here.
$52.
We need more.
Oh man, it's unbelievable.
So when I get money, I have money.
That's
but
cool.
It's not a priority, but I do want to get herpets
Oh
on
well,
buildings right
the
there.
money. I
That's-
mean, it
that's
doesn't matter
that's
what
my
it
plan
is.
for that.
You gotta get it. That
But I need to
price.
work on that new airport first.
steal,
So,
man.
like I said, how for Alaska and Delta.
Retail
Couple
price, I
airlines
think,
will
this
serve
point
it.
like $31, so that was still even a steal. At that
Um,
point. Just a grand
Everything
slam.
else I have to
That's
say,
so cool.
Delta. If you haven't seen my US Airways A330-200 video, please check that out. That plane is a freaking monster. That thing's a boss. And,
That's epic.
There's a lot of planes. I've been doing a lot of re-unboxings, like that couple videos from last night. I still have to do videos of my KLM, in my Air Canada 777-300. Still haven't done those. I still have a lot to do because you see all the planes, but you haven't seen a full review of it. But yeah. So thanks for watching this. Frontier will probably serve that airport, the new one, probably. Still thinking what's going to serve there. I want a WestJet probably, so I'll have to get WestJet. So. So that's probably it. I'm happy for this. I'm happy for these planes that are flying here. I love the
Sharp.
Disneyland plane. I'll probably do a review of that. I need to find the box. So yeah, thank you for watching and welcome to the new 2 airlines that fly here. Bye.
All right, that was a heck of an update for sure. Definitely very interesting to think about the logistics of that and how it all came together. So overall, just really cool. I did not know that the US Airways had a company store, so that was certainly fascinating. And the setup and so forth, yeah, just very iconic, exactly how I remember it. So we know CLT Aviation 13, awesome guy. Thank you so much for all that you do. And so excited for more videos to come from him in the future. I hope all of you are excited to see all the reactions and so forth. If you have any particular videos you'd like to see reacted to, feel free to let me know. But it's always fun to look back on these really fun ones and no shortage of opportunities. So with that being said, that'll do for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do what you love and love you do. My name is CM Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as CM Aviation is signing off.